money, alcohol, how romantic. Andre Cordova.
And I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, Josh James.
And welcome to Sabotage. So I brought Josh back as a fan favorite.
I know, I was shocked.
Yeah, I was too.
You bitch. But yeah, I was really shocked to hear when Andre told me that, people actually liked me on the podcast. I was like, okay, let's come back then.
Yeah, they're like the stylish one, the really gay one.
Yeah, and I've really stepped up the style this season, so.
Yeah. And we unintentionally color coordinated.
We did not plan this at all, so.
No.
Yeah.
I don't talk to him the rest of the time. Anyway, the subject for today is romance.
Yes.
Not to be confused with love. Two different things.
Okay.
I love how the look on your face is like, oh shit, everything I prepared has gone out the window.
Oops, okay.
We'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
What do you find romantic?
Oh, okay.
What do you consider to be romantic?
If someone remembers small details about you.
I thought you were going to say my name. If someone remembers my name, that is so romantic.
Yeah. Like they want me so bad.
That's how low the bar is for men.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anything is impressive if you don't have standards.
If they have a dick, that's impressive.
If they remember the little things,
you
find that romantic.
Like that, I guess the average person wouldn't remember, like the tiny little things. Like I know
the tiniest detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like this one guy that I'm talking to at the moment that I went on a date with recently. That's another story for later. But
quick question: how many dates have you been on with this guy?
One.
Okay. Keep going.
What's that? What's the judgment?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
You just, don't know a lot about him yet. But
and I told him like something small about my life, and then he brought it up in message earlier today, and I was like, oh, you remembered.
Your date was last night.
It wasn't last night, it was the night before.
Okay. So you're impressed that this guy remembered a small detail from your date
2 nights
not
ago.
2 days prior.
Yeah. Most people would forget something like that.
I would. I'm trying to think about what I consider to be attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny you mentioned the small details thing because I think my boyfriend's like that.
He remembers small details about you. Yeah. That's cute.
Which is impressive because we both have ADHD. I don't remember shit about myself. And he manages to sometimes.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, when a guy cooks for me, like my boyfriend does.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's very, very romantic.
That's romantic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
At the same time, I'm looking at it logically but that's labor.
I mean, true.
Romantic labor. I love that. Yeah. Just when they do stuff for me.
Yeah.
That's romantic.
Really, puts you first and does stuff for you.
Just, I don't know, know things about you.
Yeah.
Not just details, but
just your
showing that they care enough
to remember.
store this information.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was saying as well. Yeah.
I do the same then as well. I try to. When I really care for and love somebody.
You'll remember.
Okay, look, I'm not a fucking magician. I'm not going to fix my mental health issues with the power of love. But I'll write it down. I'll be bothered to write it down.
Yes.
I have a list of his favorite things.
Oh, that's so
cute. That I can, refer to it, come back to it. And through that, I will eventually just remember.
Yeah. Once you come back to it a few times, it will just lock in your brain.
Several hundred times, yeah.
Yes, several hundred times.
But that's something that I do, which would be considered romantic, right?
Yeah, that's romantic for sure.
You'll see it in TV shows and shit. But there are people IRL who are like this. They'll do something somewhat fucked up.
Yeah.
But they think that that's romantic. And then the other person's like, what is wrong with you?
Wait, the person doing it will think it's romantic for the other person?
Yeah.
And then the other person's like,
when you think about it, right? When somebody goes to your house, you'll see it on TV, they throw rocks at your window, to get your attention. Have you not seen that in
Yeah, no, I've seen that. Yes, I have, yeah.
That's not okay.
No. It could like shatter the glass. Hello.
Yeah, well, not only that, but also middle of the night,
Yeah.
some creep is outside your window throwing
rocks at your window. Oh
What
my
a
God.
psycho.
Yeah. Now that I've always never noticed that. Now that
Now that you really think about
I'm
it,
like, yeah, that's fucked
that's
up.
the idea of romance that Hollywood is perpetuating.
If my hypothetical boyfriend was throwing rocks at my balcony door at 3:00 in the morning, I would be freaking out. So I'd be calling the police.
I'd be throwing rocks back.
Oh my God.
Do you think some showings of romance, there's a better word for that, are a bit outdated? For example, like a box of chocolates or flowers.
Yeah.
Would you consider that romantic, or would you kind of roll your eyes like, bitch, get creative?
I would think it's a bit cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have received flowers before, but then he turned out to be a sociopath. But yeah. I don't know how that's relevant, but...
But did you enjoy the flowers?
I did. I thought I was not expecting it. I was really surprised.
If it's like a jump scare, if it's like a real surprise,
if
you'll be impressed by flowers.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, bit cliche.
Yeah. Like, give me more, bitch.
Yeah, I think with flowers, dude, I like the idea of receiving flowers, but here's my thing. I'm very, like, logical and practical when I view and interpret things. So if I'm given flowers, I'm going to be like, I can't put this anywhere because my cat will fucking eat it and then throw up. That's the first thing I think of. If you're going to give me flowers, I'm going to be like, great, my cat's going to eat this.
Yeah.
And
it's like you think of the negatives. Like,
no, it's not the negative. It's the practicality of it.
The practicality, because that's the better word.
With my ex, Kim, the one good one I've had, he got me flowers one time. Silver, like, ate the leaves, started puking all over the place. Like, that's what they do. They eat grass to throw up. That's the purpose of it. To cleanse. It's a cleanse for cats.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not a massive fan of chocolate. I love Turkish Delight. So if he's
why?
Oh my God. Why does everyone...
You're like that because it's disgusting. You're like that fuckwit from Narnia. That dumbass kid who like wants...
Why does everyone fucking hate Turkish Delight?
Because it's shit.
It's like the best thing ever.
It's not.
Okay, whatever. I'm done. I'm not even going to bother arguing with you.
You're like, I'm not going to talk for the rest of this episode.
That's it. I'm just going to walk out. There's the door. You can do this by yourself now.
Yeah. There's the door, bitch.
But so if he's going to buy me a box of chocolates, buy me a box of Turkish Delight. Thank you.
It'll be cheaper too, because no one wants it. Is there anything like creative you've done in an effort to be romantic, or that a guy has done for you?
God. Trying to think.
See, that's a good question that I came up with on the spot. It's not even in the fucking list.
Yeah. Wow. If I have to think deep about it, probably not. Like if it was...
Oh, I just remembered the one for me. The most romantic thing that I've experienced from a guy who is now my boyfriend was on our second date.
Oh, cute.
So it was a couple different things. One, I think that was when he cooked the pizza for us, which tasted fucking amazing. And can I just say, since then, he's cooked burgers for us. Also, the best burgers I've ever fucking had. He's cooked like bread, like he's baked bread, and then made sandwiches out of them. Best sandwiches I've had in my life. Swear to God, I've hit the jackpot for food.
Yeah.
I'm set.
Yeah. I think I saw your TikTok the other night. That was the bread, right? Yeah.
On our second date, he made us pizza. Tasted amazing.
Cute.
He also serenaded me. And I never thought that I would find that romantic, because I guess I just assumed no one would be good enough to do it if they were going to try.
I'm sorry to interrupt. What's serenade?
When someone like sings for you.
Oh,
like they play a song for you.
And he sings it.
Yeah, so he can play multiple instruments.
Wow.
Piano, guitar, drums, and he can sing. So bear in mind, our second date, this was the first time I was hearing him sing or play anything. And he was wearing like next to nothing. He just had like underpants on. So it was great.
He was already that comfortable with you.
Because we were at his place and like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, you wish you had filmed it, but at the same time, it's such a special moment that
Yeah.
it's like between us. It's
Yes.
something from my memory.
Yeah.
And he sounded beautiful.
Wow.
Like, he had so much soul in his voice. And I couldn't help but think, like, in reference to, ironically, the previous guy, Rick, right?
Rick.
Who could also sing, naturally good voice. But such a fucking difference between the way these two sang. Because
Okay.
Rick, sure, sounds good because you had that natural gift, whatever.
Yes.
But when Benji sings,
It's something else.
you feel it. You fucking feel
there's
it.
like feeling there. Yeah.
So I was just like, holy shit! Like this is
Wow.
like the best date I've ever had.
Wow, that's so good.
That was
for you.
incredibly romantic.
Yeah, that's really fucking good.
It's when like the stars align and everything is just kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And everything's right for you right now. We love that.
Yeah. we love that positivity.
Yes, we do.
Next question: do you think chivalry's dead?
Define chivalry. See, I'm a dumb bitch. I don't know what serenade
You don't know what
meant.
these words mean.
This is like too much for me.
I'm gonna have to next time. I'm gonna have to bring a fucking dictionary for you to look up the
You
words.
should have like prompted me with these questions before, so I knew what they meant.
I did consider it, and I was going to.
And then you thought, oh,
but
yeah.
I have task initiation issues because
And
of my
maybe you
ADHD.
just-
Thanks for bringing that up. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
I'm sorry.
But that is true. I literally I thought about it like 5 times since yesterday, and I just couldn't bring myself to just send you a message to be like, "Hey, here's like a guide for what I'm going to be
yes.
asking."
I mean,
you.
that would have been nice. No, that's okay. That's okay. We'll be fine.
Chivalry's like, generally speaking, applies to men where they do something like polite for you, like holding the car door open for you to get in or get out, or
okay.
holding the door open for you, or like
Stuff like that.
you know, pulling out your chair so you can sit in it before seating themselves. That's like traditional
Yes.
chivalry.
Yeah. I don't think it's dead because on my date recently, like he held the door open for me. Would chivalry be like him buying me drinks and dinner? Is that chivalry or is that different? That's more.
That's a bit different. I
Okay.
wouldn't consider that chivalrous. I'd say that's like date etiquette.
Yes.
If he asked you out and
Yeah. So I think it's still live.
Do you always pick up on when someone's being chivalrous towards you? Or are you like
Well,
me?
I didn't know what chivalry meant before right now.
But like that example.
But I picked up, like, I did notice that, oh, wow, he's holding the door open for me or whatever.
yeah.
I noticed the little small things that they do.
I don't pick up on it until after the fact.
You remember after you're
I'm
like,
fucking
oh.
oblivious. Like the other day.
You just expect people to hold the door open for you. You're like used to like.
Well, yes, but no. Like I genuinely. It was a night out. I was going to head home. I'd been talking with the bartender who's one of my friends.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it at the time, but he came to the door to open it for me.
When you could have just pushed it open. So he came
Yeah.
from behind the bar to open it for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like,
It's very gentlemanlike.
but me being me, I was like, I could have opened it myself.
I was like, thanks, but no thanks.
I was like cutesy about it though.
Yeah.
Just because it was nice of him, but I was like, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that really wasn't necessary.
Like I said, I
was
view
standing
things,
right
I
there.
interpret things literally and like logically.
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah. It takes the romance out a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I don't think chivalry's dead either.
No.
Well, as like a baseline, matter of fact, yes, because there are good men that exist.
Yes.
Is the point of that.
They're rare.
However, chivalry is not nearly as existent as it used to be.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's not as prevalent as it was. But it's still there in the rare good guys that are out there.
You said like it's going to turn into a documentary.
Yes, oh my God, dramatic documentary.
Yeah. The music starts playing.
Dramatic
We do
music.
like environmental shots. Where are they?
The
Where
B-roll.
have they gone?
The B-roll footage.
You'll have issues, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking
Get
deal with
help.
them.
Please get help. It's out there.
See a therapist. It's not that fucking hard.
Please call the number on the screen.
Please call the number on the screen. I mean, that's a perfect example of romance can exist without being in a relationship,
Yeah.
right? Because I think a lot of
Exactly.
people, like I said, misconstrue romance with love.
Yeah.
They're related, but they're not the same thing. So,
Two different things, but
yeah,
they
there's
have
nothing wrong with,
relations,
you
yeah.
know, being romantic. Like, would you say, I know that okay, you lean more towards the romantic side of things.
yes. Yeah.
Like with the dates and stuff as opposed to putting out,
yeah.
which we acknowledged in the first season. Go watch it.
The dating episode.
Comparatively, like I lean more towards the sex side
Yeah. Oh,
as
yes.
opposed to romance.
Romance, yeah.
However, like being Latino and everything, like
Yeah.
I do very much appreciate romance. I just don't always I just can't take it from anybody though.
What, the romance?
Yeah, like some people consider cuddling romantic. Remember we kind of acknowledged this before.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that with a stranger because it's fucking weird.
Yeah. No, that's
Right.
fair. But you'll fuck them.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'll do that first and then you can just, okay, bye-bye, see you later.
yeah. You don't
like-
need to cuddle after.
No.
Okay. That's fair.
I think it actually is like very telling for me
Yeah.
when I feel the conscious desire to want to cuddle with somebody,
Yeah.
like my boyfriend,
Yeah.
and I don't feel uncomfortable. Like I want to. And it's like I rarely feel that with people.
Yeah.
That's how I know that it's different. That's how I know that it's romantic.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Oh,
that's like a defining factor for me. Like
Yeah.
my emotions are very intense, you know,
Yes.
due to the BPD and everything. And just me as a person. I know what I want, I know what I like.
Yes.
So do you struggle to differentiate who's worth being romantic with?
In
You
terms-
know, to that extent. Like, because I feel like it can set you up for disappointment as well. If you have these hopes or expectations for guys.
Yeah, I know. I've had that in the past where I've had my standards and hopes have been so high and they've just been let down like so easily. Like a lot of times. So I've kind of lowered my standards now. Like I don't go into
I don't think that that's the right way to approach it though. You can lower your expectations.
Yeah.
Don't lower your standards.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. Lower my expectations,
Yeah.
but keep my standards high.
Fuck the men who try to insult or criticize you for having standards because that happens a lot with women.
Yeah.
They're like, they can't stand a woman who fucking values herself. You see
Yeah.
it all the time.
Yeah.
Just standard misogyny.
It's kind of like that thing. I don't know if you saw my Instagram. I shared a quote from a reality star, and she's like, men are so entitled to, you know, wanting to have sex with women. It's like, we're not your fleshlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know, we're humans with feelings and stuff.
That's the issue though. They don't see
Emotions.
women as human.
Yeah. So
They see them as objects.
exactly. And it's very prevalent in the gay community, like especially, like I've had bad experiences where men treat you like objects.
At the end of the day, men are still men. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what sexuality.
Men, yeah.
They're still the worst.
My straight girlfriends, they talk about
I
how...
feel sorry for straight women.
I know.
Girls, save yourselves. Honestly, can you all just to fuck with them, make a pact, a unanimous pact to not fuck these motherfuckers until they start treating you with some like acceptable level of respect.
Yes.
Coming from somebody who likes to sleep around, you know, sleep, not actually sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it that. Don't live with regrets.
No.
Like this was the issue back when I didn't have standards. Like I got high fucking standards now, bitch. Like I used to regret hooking up with guys and I refuse to have that anymore. And it's been that way for years. No, it's your body. Don't just hand that around to anybody.
No.
And again, this is coming from a slut. Because you can be a slut with standards, okay?
Exactly.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Fuck
Sluts
what
with
anybody
standards
else did.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. That's how I go with my boyfriend. Like,
Yeah.
we started off by hooking up.
Yeah. And then
Sex
you got
was
to know
great.
each other. Yeah.
And he's hot. And it turns out he can cook. And he's like so considerate and
Tick, tick,
patient
tick.
and wonderful and just amazing.
Yeah.
And
He's
I love
ticking
him.
all the boxes.
He ticks so many boxes,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
So many boxes.
Yeah.
Boxes I didn't know I had.
And I know boxes that just appeared when he did
Yeah.
them. So yeah, and so ever since like you've been with him, like I've talked to like some of your friends as well, and like we've all noticed that you've been much happier with him compared to like the fuckwits you've had in the past, Rick, and other losers. So
absolutely.
So you know.
Oh, that's really cute. I didn't know that. Obviously, because you're talking about me behind my back.
I know we're talking shit about you behind your back.
We'll quickly touch on aromantics.
Okay. Yeah.
People who are incapable of feeling like
someone.
romantic attraction.
Yeah.
I find that interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very interesting.
I just wanted to acknowledge that that's a thing that exists.
Yeah.
Like, by definition, it's literally having little or no romantic attraction to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're valid.
Yeah. You matter and you're important just as much as everyone else.
So, because I think society really pushes for people to be in relationships, to get married, to have kids, blah, blah. Just, engage in capitalism. But fuck that.
Yeah.
If you're good on your own, go. Do it.
Slay. Live your best life.
I was perfectly happy and content with being single for the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been 4 or 5 years for me as well since I've had an actual boyfriend.
Yeah.
So, and I've been okay. I actually like being single.
Because that's the most important part. It's like you create your own happiness.
Exactly.
Never be dependent on somebody else for it. Because that's unhealthy.
No.
And that's way too much pressure on them and yourself.
Yep. So I've learned how to be independent.
I've learned how to be dependent on everyone else around me. I'm such a toxic piece of shit.
Yeah, that's actually what I meant.
So in what ways could romance be a turn-off? I think we touched on it before, like examples in reality where it comes off like creepy and stuff.
Yeah, like when they...
You know what it is?
What?
Love bombing.
What's that?
Have you heard of that?
No.
When you love bomb someone, it's like you've known them for a very short period of time.
Oh, and you're already saying I love you.
Well, not just that. It's not quite that little.
Okay.
It can be.
Yeah.
But it's like you're placing all this pressure on them in terms of romance and love.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you? Where somebody's like so deprived that they just latch onto you.
Yes. Oh my God. My first boyfriend.
Oh, what happened?
So it was like, it might have been like 2 or 3 weeks that we'd been dating. And then he rang me up randomly and was like, oh, do you love me?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. And I was 18. So being the naive 18-year-old I was like, yes, I do.
You didn't even know what love was.
No, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was.
You could type in define love bombing into Google. His face would come up.
His picture would literally be all the Google images there.
Yeah.
Now that I look back at it, he kind of like pushed for like the love in our relationship like a bit too quickly. And, I just went along with it because it was my first boyfriend. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So, yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for people like that too.
I know.
Because, I mean, I'm sure I used to be that way. With borderline comes intense emotions, comes wanting to be loved so desperately.
Yeah.
So I think definitely when I was younger, I used to be that way.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for anybody that I projected that onto.
Yeah.
So this is my formal apology.
Yeah.
At the same time, knowing my history, you were shit cunts anyway. So I can acknowledge where I went wrong, but that doesn't make you any less bad of a person.
Exactly. That doesn't make any of you a victim.
No.
Yeah.
God, no. I was
not.
the victim. I was just mentally unstable. There's a difference.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I feel like that was very prevalent in my first relationship. And I didn't even notice it until like you've mentioned it like right now. So when you feel love, like you just have that feeling upon you, like when you're in love, and I didn't feel anything. And I was like, when I was younger, I was a yes man, more of a yes man. I was a people pleaser. So I just said yes to things to make people happy. Like
it's important to just to know what they're into.
Yeah.
What they value.
Exactly.
That's what makes it romantic.
Yeah.
Because if you're just focused on you, I think this is romantic. Bitch, no, that's just selfish.
Yeah. You need to know like what
they want and what
your
they like.
partner is. Yeah, exactly. And that's how romance thrives.
Thrives, survives.
Thrives and survives. But like, what's your definition of romance?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. My definition of romance
Yeah.
is whatever comes up when I type in define romance into
Okay.
Google.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
What comes to mind is, this is so sappy. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. Swear to God, someone give me a gun. I want to die.
Okay. I'll shoot one from America.
Because you say that, and I just think of my boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
My definition of romance
Is your
like
boyfriend?
in my life
Is Benjamin.
is the man that I was lucky enough to find.
Okay.
He just does everything right.
That's good. Very, very.
We're checking in like a year to make sure that's still the case because it
Yeah.
is early days. But see,
But
I'm
still.
still realistic.
Yes. But you know.
But I have faith.
Yes. That's good. It's good to have faith. But I guess I'd say romance is like, you know, doing the small things for someone.
Doing the bare minimum?
Doing the bare minimum. No.
No, I know. Doing the
Little things for someone. Like, you know, like as we talked about earlier, like the polite things like etiquette and like opening doors or whatever, or buying dinner.
Just putting somebody else first.
Yes, exactly. Putting others first.
Humans are
before
inherently
yourself.
selfish. So
Yeah.
romance is all about connection.
Yes.
For it to work.
Yep, exactly. So that's it.
Look at us being philosophical and smart.
I know.
God.
For a dumb blonde like me.
Fake blonde, okay.
You bitch.
So that concludes romance.
Yes.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Be thankful that I brought this bitch back.
I hope you enjoyed my presence. Maybe I'll come back season 3.
Yeah. This has been Sabotage.
Peace.
Peace, bitch.
Are you actually? Oh my God.